scary scenario.
H1N1, swine flu. This human disease has killed over 18,000 people since it arrived in 2009. And it seems to have spawned an even deadlier flu virus in 2012.
There is a theory that in addition to H1N1, avian flu, swine flu, all the variations of flu, there's a new one. H1Z1, this is also called the zombie flu. Whether real or not, is a flu that supposedly stops the patient's heart and then can restart the heart.
The zombie flu virus may be a hoax. But what if the military did possess the ability to reanimate a dead body? The Soviet Union did just that in the 1940s. Unsealed case file. Russian zombie tech.
During the Cold War, the Soviet Union was conducting experiments to figure out could they reanimate dead tissue, dead organ, and they were able to bring back, after they decapitated a dog, bring back its head without its body.
The isolated head even reacts to light and to sound.
If reanimation technology existed over 50 years ago, imagine where it is today.
The Russians have spent the last decade and a half researching what is now called a zombie ray gun. This is something that could be fired to another human being into their head and ultimately just mash their brain and render it absolutely useless.
Of course, there's a more traditional way to create a zombie. The Haitian voodoo priest employs a centuries-old method using pufferfish neurotoxin and the ground-up leaves of the poisonous manchineel tree.
What the witch doctor does is give somebody a very, very powerful drug, which slows the heart rate, and they virtually die. There's no legitimate physician around to test for bodily signs and such. They then bury the person. Later, with great flourish, the witch doctor unburies the person, gives them a different drug that pulls them out of the first drug. Usually, by the way, the damage done by these drugs is incredible, so the person will have a psychotic break, will never be right in the head again.
Up next, we uncover the necessary tools you will need to endure the zombie apocalypse. Unsealed Conspiracy Files. Welcome back to the world of conspiracy. This is Unsealed Conspiracy Files. What could explain the recent rash of zombie attacks in the U.S.? A military megavirus? A virulent strain of human-born rabies? A mutated superflu? Or even Haitian zombie powder? Whatever the source, it's vital that Americans prepare themselves for the upcoming zombie apocalypse. Unsealed case file. Zombie preparedness plan. May 2011. Atlanta, Georgia. The Center for Disease Control publishes an emergency response guide on how to survive the zombie apocalypse. The report includes benign advice about emergency kit items, gallon jugs of water, non-perishable foods, a battery-powered radio. Buried in the document is the ominous reminder of the CDC's power to isolate and quarantine the public.
Back in 2011, the Center for Disease Control, in an effort to educate the public about being prepared for some type of natural disaster, published a report outlining if zombies were to invade, how could we as a society be prepared for that?
Did a government leak lead to a zombie cover-up? Military virus research is well documented. Super germs are developed and cultured in the lab. With viruses in the open, an outbreak is not only possible, it's inevitable. How will you survive?
What I would personally do, I'd probably just load up my ammo and just prepare for the worst. I don't think there's much more you can do other than that, because let's just face it, if it's a rampant disease being spread throughout society, no gun, no wall, and no shield is going to keep us from that.
The fact is, we are prepared for this. We're prepared for this because we've come so close to Armageddon on so many different occasions that a fool would not prepare for this.
Unsealed case file. Zombie survival condo. 2011, somewhere in north central Kansas. Larry Hall, a software engineer turned survivalist, sees the world around him crumbling and is inspired to action. His idea becomes reality in the form of a converted underground F-1 missile silo, capable of withstanding any apocalypse, including zombies. Each of the 8 units has been sold for $1 million apiece. A second survival condo is reportedly under construction.
Look at all the condos being sold in missile silos to protect against some kind of disease. They're biohazard safe because they were built that way. They exist. For $1 million, get your own half floor in a missile silo, complete with artificial windows and a security system.
One thing they don't have, a known address. If you're one of the lucky 8 who own one, you know where it is. Otherwise, you're out of luck.
There are things you can do that basically will allow you to stay in one piece for 3 to 4 days.
Will these luxury silos be overrun by desperate survivors in the panicked first days of the zombie apocalypse? Or will we be locked out and forced to face herds of brain-eating monsters alone? Survival experts stress the importance of an escape plan. Keep a level head. Go far away from crowded cities. And most of all, make sure you're ready to run. Coming up, could real-life zombies trigger the end of days? Mankind, in its effort to play God, has invited his wrath. The question isn't, will zombies rise? But when? Unsealed Conspiracy Files. Welcome back to the world of conspiracy. This is Unsealed Conspiracy Files. The time to act is now. There are 3 simple steps you can take to unseal the truth.
Follow on Twitter.
Follow the Unsealed Twitter feed to receive breaking news of the latest conspiracies as they develop.
Tell your story.
What did you see that you shouldn't have?
The government's known about it all along. Why has nobody told us?
Upload stories and pictures to our interactive map.
Join the movement.
Get the Unsealed bracelet and the unique code hidden underneath to access exclusive content. Stop living in the dark.
It is definitely coming this way.
Get involved in the fight to unseal the truth. Now. From myth to reality, zombies have jumped from entertainment into real-life news reports. Is the recent rash of zombie-like behavior a sign of a government virus unleashed? Or is it an act of God? Some say Judgment Day could be just around the corner.
Humans could be the ones that lead to their own demise. We are fast-tracking our way to making that really horrific discovery that we can't control.
As with anything that lives, humankind will die. When will man become extinct? And what will be the cause? Could it be that your gravestone will read, Death by Zombie? Unsealed Conspiracy Files.